Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Star Wars Day for 2025. As always, I'm your host, Doomdog, and with me is Dalton. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
It has been a long, long time, and I want to apologize for that. I didn't intend for it to take as long as it has, but I wanted to at least talk about that before we get started. So, I knew it would be a while because moves take a while, right? And I knew it would be even longer because when we moved, the house that I'm in now wasn't free yet. There were still people occupying it, so we had to stay in an RV, which I talked about already. Had to stay in an RV for a while, and for the first 2.5 to 3 weeks, that's where we were. And when I was in the RV, I couldn't really edit because I didn't have a place to set my mouse and keyboard. Like, my lap was my place to set my mouse and keyboard, and I could only use one of them at a time. Right?
Yeah.
And that made it very, very difficult to do much of anything, especially something as complex as video editing. So I just streamed while I was there. Even then, it wasn't all that comfortable because I could not sit directly in front of my monitors. I had to sit at an angle in order to have room for my legs because there was so little room in between the bed and where I had to sit the computer monitors. Oh shit, the Stars just scored again! Wyatt Johnston! Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on the Dallas Stars game. Um, that I had to sit in an angle, and I was looking up at an angle in a lawn chair in order to be able to stream at all. And then that was like constantly my neck was sore because I was looking up at an angle, you know?
Yeah.
It was not comfortable. And while I was there, I did something to myself. And I don't know what it was. I just woke up one day and my shoulder was hurting. My left shoulder. And it didn't go away while I was in there that didn't go away once I moved here. And as I start lifting heavy boxes to, you know, put things away, which I still haven't finished yet, it just started getting worse. So I was like, okay, I need to see a doctor about this because it's been weeks, it's not going away, and lifting heavy stuff's just making it worse. There's a problem with that. I did not have any insurance for any company, for any doctor anywhere near me, because my insurance was for doctors that lived 2 hours away in the Dallas Fort Worth area where I used to live, right? So I had to get insurance. I had to get approved for insurance so I could get a doctor here, which I did do. Then I got the doctor, which is the same doctor my brother uses, because it's a small town. There's 2,000 people that live here. And was finally able to visit a doctor who told me I have a torn rotator cuff and told me that I cannot do any heavy lifting. Well, before that, though, I really wasn't able to find time to sit down and record with you, man, because during the day, it was unpacking, and I wasn't done unpacking until at night after you and I usually would have recorded.
Yeah, I see what you.
So it's like, okay, I'm finally free, but it's also 11 o'clock at night. You can't record then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sucks with that. I usually go to bed around 12 on weekdays.
Yeah. Now, it's going to get better here because, at least in terms of that, because I'm not doing heavy lifting right now because that's just going to make my torn rotator cuff worse.
You need time for that to heal.
Yeah, I need time for that to heal. Anyway, we are doing Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Have you played this one?
I used to play the shit out of the second Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy one, when I was a kid on the PS2. But I haven't played. I played a little bit of the original one, the prequels, but I never played the newer ones with the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I haven't either. Like, I've got the Star Wars Complete Saga that they did back in this. I think it was the 7th generation when they put that out. And it was the first 6 movies. I've got that. I played that, but this is after they started doing voice acting in these games. So I haven't played this version, but they gave it away for free on Epic Games, because if you're gonna have a Epic Games account, you really, I mean, you're getting lots and lots of free games with this, right? Hey Leo, how you doing? Biggest crime of the Lego versus the shift to actual voice lines instead of Lego grunts. Yeah, I mean, I think personally, I thought there was charm to the cutscenes where the way they used to do them, where it was just like a parody without voice acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that too. About that.
This, I don't know if they've gone back and redone all the cutscenes. I would assume so, because this does look better than I remember those old versions looking. So this could be something that I've just never played at all, even though I played the Lego Star Wars back on the PlayStation 2 era games.
I really need to go back and play these because they're a lot of fun.
They really are, especially co-op.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even ask if you own this game. Good. I should.
Or was it online? Online co-op.
I don't know. I've never played it before. I would assume this has
co-op.
Yeah, I would assume it's got online co-op, this being a PC game. I'm doing good. I thought you'd wait until midnight. I mean, if I was just streaming by myself, I'd probably do that, but Dalton is usually in bed by that time, man. So I don't really know what I'm in for, I guess, with this. It's my first time playing this specific version of the game. Okay. Oh, it starts us on 5, 6, 7. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. Okay, do we want to do Phantom Menace or A New Hope?
I'd say A New Hope.
Yeah, I prefer A New Hope. It's a much better film. I mean, it's Lego, so Phantom Menace will be fun. So let's do A New Hope. I love this movie to death. I love this whole fucking trilogy to death. Leo, I thought you were gonna be doing that podcast with what's his name right now. Tell him, Steve Dave. Rebel spaceship striking from a hidden base. Yeah, this is the same opening text crawl as you'd expect from A New Hope. God, I love this movie so much. Stars scored another probably empty net goal. Mikko Rantanen got himself a hat trick. Eliminating his old team in the process. There's 2 seconds left. It's as good as over. Go Stars! Oh, we're going on to the next round. Oh, it's already over? So, what time are you doing movie night then? No, this is definitely reworked because this looks significantly better than I remember the original games looking.
Yeah, this looks really good. I never actually seen this HD version before.
Neither have I. Like I said, I've never played this version. I only ever played the version I've got of the original of the complete saga is for the Wii.
Or the motion controls on that. Or did it have any?
It does have motion controls. I've only played it once. I need to go back and I picked that up because it was cheap and because I don't have that many games for my Wii.
Tatooine. Then we must head to the escape pods, Milady.
No, they will be scanning them for life forms. We must put them in a droid.
It's so weird with voice acting.
I know, right? Like, I'm not used to that. I know the Lego games have had voice acting for a long fucking time. I know. But
Yeah, the camera's also a lot closer too for the person. Like it's not like a more like overhead view like the older.
I've heard of Turkish Star Wars, but I've never actually seen it, Leo. And I suppose Turkish Star Wars is good as any to watch a day before Star Wars Day.
Hello, this is your captain speaking. If you were wondering what those sounds were, we are experiencing some invasion-related turbulence. Please stay calm.
It's so weird. Like, I only ever played the pre-voice acting games. I never played any of the ones with voice acting.
I didn't realize they actually went back and did voice acting for all the older ones too. I thought they just did it for the older one.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. This looks remade, though. Like, I haven't looked...
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember this either. Oh, shit, I died. I'm alive again. So, did you manage to catch Revenge of the Sith in theaters? I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up actually.
I
wish.
I wish to. Like, I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where I'd have to go to see it in theaters, honestly. I don't know my way around here yet. Or anything. But I know it got re-released in theaters for its 20th anniversary, which is cool. I'd kind of like to go see it. Even this has cover mechanics.
Yeah, this is definitely like I don't know. I have to look it up if it was a remake because this is completely different.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
This is definitely this wasn't definitely not in.
There, I for the very first time heard the sound effect.
For the Epic Games achievements.
Yeah. So how was Turkish Star Wars? What's that like? I've heard of it. I've heard it's infamous. I haven't seen it myself.
remember watching a YouTuber cover that. I can't remember who it was. I wish I could remember what YouTuber it was, but I remember watching their like review of it. Clips and whatnot. It looked really. I mean, obviously, it looked really like low budget.
Yeah.
I might have Cinema Snob.
It does sound like something Cinema Snob would.
Your captain again. The Empire are now fully boarded the ship. You are no longer required to stay calm.
Oh, B is to build. Okay.
So is that only in theaters on the weekend, or is it still there?
Good question. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. I just know it went back into theaters, and it was. I mean, it got second place despite being a 20-year-old movie.
And what does that tell you? Especially, what does it tell you about modern Star Wars too? Like the movie from 20 years ago, like that can come back and make that much money in theaters.
Yeah.
I can see why. Can't believe it's been 20 years.
I know, right? It makes me feel old.
I remember we went to California in 2005 around the time it came out, and it was still playing in the Chinese theater in L.A. I think I didn't see it at the Chinese theater in L.A., but I did see it like there at another theater. The second time I saw it. But I think it's definitely the best of the. I always really liked.
Oh, okay. That's what I had to do. Oh, you have combo attacks. That's interesting.
This is so much more in depth than how it
Right?
used to be. Oh my god.
Right? I don't remember there being, like, multiple attack button combo attacks.
I do have to. So.
Nor do I remember there being a cover mechanic and third person shooting. Fascinating.
Wasn't the original Lego Star Wars the first like Lego game in that whole like IP series where they
I
started doing that?
think so. That sounds right. And they did the prequel trilogy first, and then they went back and did the original trilogy.
And then they branched out to like Indiana Jones and Batman, Harry Potter, and
Yeah, there was Harry Potter, there was Lord of the Rings.
played a little bit of the Indiana Jones, but neither really back to it. Time.
I'm sure it's fun. We get the first 3 movies. Or should I say the only 3 movies?
Yeah. Did you see the newest one?
No, I haven't.
Child Destiny? It's better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which is the. I will say that much.
I mean, that's a high bar!
It's very. But that, I mean, I think that that new game, the Great Circle, is like pretty much like the fourth movie.
I want to play that so bad.
It's so. It's really it feels like it's so cool. It's obviously it's between Raiders and Temple, and it just feels like a movie. And it's really like the combat feels like you're in the movie fighting, and the sound effects are there, the punching.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like if you ever get around to playing it, I didn't play much of it. When I played, it's really cool.
I know a few people that have played it, and they all recommended it to me. It's on PlayStation 5 now, so I really want to pick that up. I really want to get a physical copy of that.
Yeah.
Okay, oh. Oh. Okay. I'm with you, game. I was confused for a sec. What the fuck is that thing? Is that a Minoc? Chewing on the power cables? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I think so.
Okay, looks safe now.
It's still fun. I'm still enjoying it. I'll pick up the pieces first, Josh. Okay, so there are some things I can only destroy with a gun? Interesting. I mean, the originals did have guns, but it didn't have this aiming, you know?
It definitely. I don't think it really had any aiming whatsoever. Did it have a lock-on system? I can't even remember. I don't think so, because I remember, like...
I thought it was just wherever you pointed your character, that's where you shot.
Yeah. And, like, the laser blast would kind of, like, lock onto him, like, an auto-aim.
Yeah, that's how I remember it being. That sounds right to me, at least.
I actually prefer this new way. It's more modern.
Yeah. This is fun, though. I'm enjoying it. Okay, can I go under this? I can't destroy it. I can go under it. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a Minoc.
Have you seen any of the new shows, the new Star Wars shows at all?
No, I think my mom has a Disney Plus account, but I haven't really used it for anything. Why, is any of it worth watching?
I've only seen Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, and that's about it. I didn't see the Obi-Wan series or like the Acolyte, and like I don't know. I just don't really. There's so much oversaturation, it seems, with Star Wars these days.
Yeah. I remember that was a big fear everyone had with Disney buying it, and yeah, that turned out to be completely justified. Everyone's just afraid that they were going to oversaturate it, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
Can't say I'm surprised. It is Disney. What did surprise me is them replacing excitement for Star Wars with anger at Star Wars, with people just don't care about Star Wars. How does Kathleen Kennedy still have a job after that?
Isn't she? Hasn't she like retired or stepped down or something recently?
I've heard she's going to. I hope so. Because holy shit. If I was as bad at my job as Kathleen Kennedy, I would have been fired, you know? I'm just running.
Mandalorian was good for what it was.
Yeah, I saw Mando season 1. That was good. But I haven't seen season 2, so I don't know how good that is.
I mean, the Book of Boba Fett's like a. Yeah, I thought it was all right, but it's I don't know, it's weird because it almost kind of follows that expanded universe thing where Boba Fett like fights like gets out of the Sarlacc pit and he lives. It's almost, I think it is from the expanded universe. Now it's canon, I guess. It's just all right, I guess.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people didn't particularly care for Book of Boba Fett. Like they would have preferred them adapting a one of his numerous books in the EU, or whatever they call the EU now. I don't remember.
Yeah, really. It'd be cool if they like adapted like Splinter of the Mind's Eye or something. That'd be kind of.
Yeah, that would actually be interesting. Although that'd be a weird one to adapt because that was written before Luke and Leia were brother and sister. So the author does not treat them that way. So looking back on that, they might have to change that aspect of Luke and Leia's relationship in that movie. Or just say, hey, this is non-canon, this is a what-if scenario. Or something, I don't know.
I think I looked at like a graphic novel version. Like, I can't really remember how the story goes, but it seemed interesting.
I have the book. I started reading it, but I haven't finished reading it.
It'd also be cool if they like adapted like Death Troopers too, or what was that called? Is that what it's called? Like the horror like novel that came out.
Oh, yeah, there was a series of horror novels called like Galaxy of Terror or something.
Like the one with a stormtrooper helmet that's like on like a chain and it has blood on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Or it's almost like Dead Space in a way. Like they go on this abandoned ship and there's like zombies on it. Yeah. It's like a prison vessel or something.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see them adapt horror Star Wars. There's not a lot of horror Star Wars.
Please give the Empire a warm welcome by surrendering peacefully and handing over the plan.
We need to get the power to the store. Where are the powers?
That would be interesting. Did you see that fan-made horror Star Wars game where it's like you're wandering around on a planet with a bunch of like zombie stormtroopers?
I don't think so, but that sounds really cool.
Okay, I should have shot that because that blew up and killed me. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. It's fan-made, so... But
That would be pretty cool if they made like a survival horror Star Wars game like that.
Yeah, this was action horror, but still. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this one. I just looked it up.
Oh, you find it?
Yeah, yeah, Star Wars Death Troopers full gameplay.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't remember what it's all called off the top of my head.
I guess it's like an adaptation of that book.
It looks cool, though. I really want to try it for myself.
Real.
I'm enjoying this. This has been fun. I mean, I kind of expected it to be fun. I wasn't expecting it to be as different as it is from what I'm familiar with. And for people who have kept up with the Lego games, they're like, "Oh, how did you not know this was so different?" Well, I just didn't keep up with them, man. Nothing against them; they're fun, you know. I just didn't keep up with them.
I thought it was gonna be like a 1-to-1 rematch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all it needed to be honest.
Yeah.
They didn't need to go the extra mile, but they did, and that's cool.
Your ship has been boarded by the Empire, Your Highness.
We are well aware of that, Admiral.
We need to release the emergency levers for this door.
Hi, Admiral Akbar. I don't think we see him in the original trilogy at all until Jedi, do we?
I think that's the first time he showed up.
Only to be unceremoniously killed in
What was that? I can't remember what it was either.
it was. What movie was that?
One of the sequel movies.
The Ryan Johnson shitty one.
Oh, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was unceremoniously killed and essentially replaced with a much worse character, Holdo. Nobody
I
fucking
can't-
likes Holdo.
I'll never watch it ever again. I saw it twice, and I'm like, there's no way I can sit through this drawn out. Like, it's so long, too. Like, I just can't do it.
It is so poorly paced. Like, every single time it cuts back to Finn and his arc, it's like the fucking movie just crawls to a halt, you know?
We're at the casino place, and they let the animals free, and it's so like doesn't need to be there. It just feels like filler.
Yeah, and it's like a total reverse of his story arc from The Force Awakens, right? Because his story arc for The Force Awakens is him realizing that the First Order are the bad guys, and he joins the not the Rebel Alliance, but whatever they're called in that.
Like Resistance or whatever.
Yeah, against them, and learns like to not be afraid, right? And then he wakes up, and his very first instinct is to run away again. Like why are we backtracking on something that he already went through in the previous? You know?
Yeah.
Stupid. Fuck that movie. It's terrible.
Pretty much the only like decent movies, The Force Awakens. Like I think The Rise of Skywalker might almost be worse than The Last Jedi, but I think The Last Jedi is still the one, in my opinion.
Yeah, The Last Jedi is the one that I hate the most. Like, I could watch Rise of Skywalker again in the sense that it's a fucking train wreck of a movie and it has entertainment value in being a train wreck.
Yeah.
But God, at least it doesn't feel incredibly slow to sit through. Like, it's a longer movie than The Last Jedi. And it still it does not feel like a longer movie.
Yeah, that's
It's paced too quickly instead of too slow.
yeah, it was definitely a little bit more in it.
And I'm not going to offer up defense of it besides that, because it's a shitty movie. It really is.
I just hated the fact that Rey kissed.
That
Yeah,
that was
I
some
hated
that was some bullshit, dude. Like, that was included purely because people shipped them online, and I'm like, based on what? Their entire interaction was fighting and torture. That was it. But, oh
that
no!
was literal fan service.
Yeah. I fucking hated that. That was fucking stupid. But the people that shipped them together fucking loved it for what, like, fuck you guys. The movie, it was terrible. It was a terrible choice.
Also, like the whole plot with the Emperor is stupid too. In general, I can't believe he's like alive
Yeah.
after that makes no sense.
Yeah, that is
Which is
partially
off.
Rian Johnson's fault. Because he killed off the main villain of the second act. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I was like, I can't believe, like when I first saw that, I'm like, why the fuck did he just die? Like, it's not even halfway through the movie yet.
Yeah.
This big bad new Emperor character set up in the Force Awakens.
What the fuck just... Oh. Okay, it was that. Okay.
Did you see the Han Solo movie? I never got around to ever watching it, to be honest.
That movie... exists. I'm convinced that movie exists to explain a plot hole in the original film. Where in the original films where you know how he says his ship can do the Kessel Spice. What am I doing?
Oh, like so the whole movie is the Kessel Run and 12 parsecs thing.
Yeah, because parsecs is a measurement of length or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So the line never really made sense. They make it make sense in that movie. And I think that's the only reason it exists. Other than that, it's got some dumb, unnecessary explanations for things about Han Solo. Like,
Does it
apparently...
explain, like, how he...
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, does it explain like how he doesn't believe in the Force and stuff? And
It explains things. Like, did you want to know how he got... how he got his gun or why his last name is Solo. Because for some reason his it couldn't just be his last name was Solo. It couldn't just be that.
So it's almost like it's not even like his name. Almost, it's like a pseudonym in a way.
Yeah, like his name is Han, and apparently he just doesn't have a last name.
Wow. Okay.
So when he was signing up to, because he was a member of the Empire for Special Forces or Empire infantry or whatever before he became a rebel. Before he became a smuggler, right? Like that's established canon long ago. And he was signing up for that, and then it's like first name Han, last name, and he just freezes up, and he thinks for a while. He's like, "I'm by myself, Solo." And
So it's almost kind of like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, Mario, and Luigi. It's fucking
Luigi Mario.
It's fucking dumb. It's so dumb. And then like you want an explanation of how he got the fuzzy dice, because I totally care deeply how he got the fucking fuzzy dice.
Did they also explain like how he got that chessboard on the Millennium Falcon, like where he bought it from? And
I don't remember it
Almost on the
explaining
story,
that.
dude.
It explains how he got his blaster, because apparently you can't just buy a fucking blaster, I guess. Lord knows we needed an explanation for that. God, it's dumb.
it's so like modern Star Wars of that movie to do that. Just explain everything and or be like Rogue One and slow zoom on blue milk in the center of frame.
Yeah.
It's like it's so unnecessary.
I like Rogue One, for the record.
I do too, actually. I thought I think it was one of the better new movies.
There, I killed him. I mean, it's not... I would rather watch Solo than... The Last Jedi, so... I don't know how much of a compliment that is.
I like to watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull more than Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, which, again, there are 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Everything else never existed. It's a dream.
Yeah, it's just a figment of your imagination, there being more Indiana Jones movies.
Wasn't Darth Maul at the end of Solo?
Yep, Darth Maul's in it.
Like again, like how does someone survive a fucking falling into a chasm? Like it's the same thing with the Emperor. It doesn't make any sense. But isn't he like in like a? I mean, obviously he was cut in half in Phantom Menace, so he's in like this weird like wheelchair. Like
He's got like mechanical legs or something. He was in what was the animated series that?
I just heard that they're gonna start making more of that. I think it's like the Darth Maul series or something, like one of the animated shows.
Yeah, one of the animated shows. He apparently his surviving is explained in one of those. He just like shows up and he's like the leader of some criminal gang or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Take her away.
I love that literal meme of that line. Just when she's part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. It just makes me laugh.
What makes you think there are settlements over there?
Free play unlocked.
I like how in the original version of the original trilogy game, like hub area is the cantina.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that.
Make your own character.
Oh, I only got one challenge. Okay. Characters and ships. Admiral and Captain Antilles. Leia. R2. To use to upgrade your abilities. Holo projector and visit the... Okay. The upgrade is now active. Come back after finding more Kyber bricks and studs. Level up.
Fine, let's go that way. Mark my words, we'll be within a day.
Now they're supposed to separate from each other here. And then they both get picked up by the Jawas. You want to go until we find Luke?
Yeah, that's cool. So we get to the Force-sensitive droid that blows his top because he knew that Luke was...
That is in the extended universe, isn't it?
That's gotta be the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I love a lot of old Star Wars books and whatnot, but God, that is really fucking stupid.
It's like he knew that Luke was like the New Hope, and he did that on purpose. Like, oh my god. I know there's some dumb shit in the EU, like there's like a mountain that talks and stuff, and other weird stuff, but that is just beyond the pale.
Yeah, there's a Hutt Jedi in the EU.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That becomes a Sith because, of course, he does. How the fuck does a Jedi, a Hutt, fucking lightsaber fight, man? I want to see that. I want to see that happen in a movie or something, just because I want to know.
Or he's like Yoda in fucking Revenge of the Sith, where he's just jumping around and shit.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Well, why does he need the cane?"
Like, Jesus.
If he can do this shit, why does he carry a cane everywhere? A good question to this day. I'm sure there's some in-universe lore explanation in a book or some shit.
Is there a way through? A closer
Oh,
look may
gotta
be
be.
in order. After you.
Let me gather the studs first.
Urgent.
Let me gather the studs first. Let me finish gathering the studs. Damn it.
Did you see that they're gonna like release the original cut of Star Wars in theaters or something?
Really?
I heard something about that.
I would love... I want Disney to release those on Blu-ray so fucking bad. I mean, I appreciate that we have... Hey, blue milk! He's got a blue milk mustache.
Hey, what are you trying to push on? Well, my little friend, you got something jammed in here real good.
Hi, Luke.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
What's this?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
It says that he is the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it is a private secret.
Hey, whoa, just where do you think you're going?
I'm just going to throw this out there, bro. You should know this. C-3PO.
That little droid's gonna cost me a lot of trouble.
Because you were there for the entire thing. C-3PO. Alright, I said we would go until we got Luke. We got to Luke, so we're gonna call it here. This has been fun. I've enjoyed this. I want to play more of this on my own time.
Yes, I do too, because I did not realize it was like in depth to be done. Just how
Yeah.
much it is.
Yeah, I swear this is like a full-on remake of the original Lego Star Wars games. Which I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, I thought it was just a remaster.
Yeah,
have them.
that's what I thought, which is really all they would have need to have done. They didn't need to go the extra mile for like this. But I'm glad they did because this is cool. I like this.
What's it called? The game itself?
Skywalker Saga.
Oh, okay.
This is the Epic Game Store version. I got it for free. Otherwise, because I have never paid for anything on the Epic Game Store.
Oh, it's 80% off right now. Holy shit, it's $10.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good deal. I'm sure there's a lot of content for that much.
Holy fuck, I need to buy this then. That's okay. Yeah, it's normally $50, but it's 80% off right now. Fuck, I gotta jump on that.
It doesn't surprise me that it's on sale because, you know, Star Wars Day.
Yeah, they got the Star Wars Day sale on.
I hear Jawas. Or Sand People, rather. If you tuned in, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And we will come back with more Dead Space 2 very, very soon, which I'm quite looking forward to. Game's fucking awesome. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah.